this case, but they did say in an email, "I intend to argue my client's case in the Adams County Court, not in the court of public opinion or the press." Experts say this case raises some interesting legal points.
The officers do have a reasonable right to privacy. We all do. But typically, that something has to be exposed that is intensely personal, and it would offend a reasonable person. Officers acting in their job, executing their job functions, is typically not going to rise to the level of a violation of privacy.
Afro Man has lived in Adams County for 17 years, a county of 27,000 people where 96% of the residents are white, according to the Census Bureau.
Describe to me, how have these last 17 plus years been living here in this community?
Yeah, when I ride down the street, I get the whistles, the out the window. Yeah, they've been overall nice to me. I had to go to Walmart the other day, and everybody was coming up to me. "Are you okay, man? I'm sorry about what you went through." And then they tell me stories that they're going through the same thing too, but they don't have the platform I have to expose it.
While the lawsuit is still unresolved, Afro Man is preparing to take a new direction. He's officially running for president in 2024.
Talk to me about your platform.
My platform is I want to make marijuana, cannabis, legal in all 50 states. There's no more raiding people for a plant. After that, I would like to see some serious police reform. If a cop doesn't wear a camera, he doesn't get a paycheck. Hey, I could win. I could lose, but I could win. Yeah, if nothing else, I'll give a voice to somebody who can run the baton further.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts. Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you to the court staff and the Sheriff's Department for security in the building. And we'll go ahead and stand in adjournment. Thank you. You're welcome.
One of the officers, he came up and apologized to me yesterday, and he was telling me how he's a Christian and, this, that, and the other. And I told him that, everything was all right. I love him and everything. But I told him when he kicked down my door and when he told me he wasn't going to help me put it back up, I said, you wasn't a Christian right there. And I told him, when you flipped off my cameras, you wasn't a Christian right there. So I told him that even though I don't hate him and I forgive him, I told him I'm still going to sing that song. If I see him in Walmart, I'm not going to stare him down mean. I don't want to fight him. I ain't even mad at him. But I'm going to sing that song. If a man kills a man, he can apologize to the family, but he still got to go on to the penitentiary and do that time. Now, they broke down my door. They didn't pay for it. I'm not mad at him. I'm ready to move on. In my opinion, if the plaintiffs would have won, I believe that judge would have read everything like some Englishman in a square, like, hither, hither, here. The plaintiffs, they get this, that, the other. But I think he looked through the paperwork and he seen that I got cleared on everything. And I think he was so mad that he wanted to stay professional without showing his emotions. And he summed it up as short as possible. And he just disappeared. And we all had to figure out that court was over and we could go. And my lawyer had to come over and tell me that we won. He had to whisper to me because I didn't know what was. I'm like, hey, what happened? I didn't know what he said. He said something really brief and quick, and my lawyer said, hey, he whispered. He said, we've won. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I knew I did the most peaceful, civilized thing I could do. I thought, to raise money to pay for the damages. I knew they had no business coming to my house in the first place. That's one of them lessons you learn from your dad. You know what I mean? My dad used to tell me, I'm not going to whoop you for fighting. I'm going to whoop you because you was over there. Because if you wasn't over there, you wouldn't have gotten a fight. And that's a lesson, in my opinion, they should have learned from their daddy. At the same time, I always figured I had freedom of speech. That's why I didn't feel like I was committing a crime. I thought I was doing something legal and positive when I made these songs, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because coming up, you hear we have freedom of speech. I even got a single out. It says, "Don't you remember you said I had freedom of speech?" So, I took it for granted.
I should be allowed to sing about my life, and police officers that violate my home, steal my money, should not be allowed to sue me.
In August of 2022, Adams County deputies raided the home of Joseph Foreman, better known as the rapper Afro Man. They had a search warrant tied to an investigation into possible drugs and kidnapping victims.
They didn't charge me for any crimes. They didn't find no large amounts of marijuana or whatever narcotic they were saying. They didn't find any kidnapping victims.
Afro Man was never charged with a crime after the raid. Deputies seized thousands of dollars in cash that was later returned, but Afro Man says about $400 was never recovered. The raid also left damage throughout his home, and he says the department told him it was not responsible for paying for the repairs.
The guy started laughing and waddling his head. He goes, "We're not required to do that." And they were unapologetic.
Afro Man used his own security footage from the raids and a music video to make money to pay for the damages sustained to his home.
I got freedom of speech, and then I used my personal life to write my music. I was going to clean my room, but then I got, "Will you help me repair my gate? Will you help me repair my door?" I'm singing about what actually happened to me.
Deputies who appear in the video are now suing the rapper for the damages caused by their faces being in the videos.
Hey, we raid your house, we steal your money, we disconnect your cameras. Now we need to sue you for saying something about it.
Afro Man filed a countersuit for the damages to his home, and Judge Jonathan Hines dismissed those charges in February.
They dismissed all of my claims with the click of a mouse in some little office somewhere without a hearing.
Afro Man believes this lawsuit violates his free speech rights as an American and as a working artist in the United States.
As a working rapper that raps for a living and pays taxes to America with rap money, I need raw materials. Raw materials is my life experience.
Now, let me show you. This is one of the songs that he made about one of the cops, and how we fuck the cop's wife. Let's get it.
Randy Walters is the son of
I sped it up a little bit just so you know.
a bitch. Yeah, that's why I fucked his wife and got filthy rich. Yeah.